Hi peeps, hi fam, hi tribe, wow. I can't believe I wasn't on record, so we're gonna take two. Wow, now I see why they write stuff down. Now I understand. It is to share later. It is to share with the crowd, with the tribe. You know, there is a massive awakening happening, and those of us who are already awakened are going to assist in the awakening of others. And once we all wake up to who we really are and we start playing our parts, which seem like really small, insignificant parts that tend to turn out to be like, wow, I had no idea that part was that big. Wow, how blessed. You know, to be able to help so many people simultaneously or easily, effortlessly, you know, learning to live from our heart space. And it's a power. It's a superpower. And I'm like, why are we teaching this to people? Like, actually surrendering to the fight that you're having inside or outside of yourself to love in any given moment, to you know, be non-conditional, to be to be unconditionally loving and non-judgmental. I wanted to say that in reverse. Is that to be non-judgmental and unconditionally loving. I said it in that way because I wanted to end it on the positive so that you know that, yeah, there is the dark part. There is the something that feels like it takes more effort. And when we surrender and we let that softness come in and that deep breath of like finally just like exhaling all this time, we've been like, so I gotta remind us to breathe, come back down, it's okay, nobody died. I mean, some people did, but to learn to live from our heart space is such a superpower. And I want to share that light of information with you. And I want you to apply the knowledge of that, because when you do and it's natural, you just love from your heart space. And when you love from your heart space, you'll be like, naturally just like giving love out and not getting depleted, because there's an abundance. God is love. We are love. So the more love that we bring into ourselves, the more love we can share with others. Currency, I don't know, tangible diamonds, gold, and all these very like valuable things that come over, and they're such precious treasures to share that it almost seems too good to be true to be able to do that effortlessly. Because right now, that's where the fight is. That's where the disagreements happen. That's where the misunderstandings are. That's where the lower level energies exist when we're questioning everything because we don't know nothing. So I'm practicing with my little thing over here. Hope I don't get no copyright. But this is Netflix. This ain't me. Netflix, go ahead, get your credit. I just was trying to not use a white wall. Just to use a white wall. Okay, so I'm understanding more deeply my purpose in this lifetime, and it feels like the bringer of light. And I didn't want to admit that because when I looked up bringer of light, it said Lucifer. Now, Lucifer is my one enemy, okay? Like, he not Lucifer. That's not his name anymore. That was his name, right? His name is now like the devil, the liar, the deceiver, the con artist, he's all those names that everybody is calling each other out there, either to yourself or somebody else said it to you, or you said it to somebody else, or you heard somebody say it to somebody else. Like, those energy frequencies are very low, low vibration. And we trying to live from a space that feels good. I heard Energy, shout outs. She said, if it's not good, it's not God. And I was like, it's mine. I'm taking that. I'm stealing that one. Let me get that. Thank you. And she's right. So whenever we feel that resistance, there's nothing wrong with the resistance. Like, acknowledge whatever emotional experience that we have to have. Just do it from a space of love, from your heart. Understand that we're all fractals. That we're all one and the same thing. We look and feel, everything seems separate, but the constructs wouldn't exist otherwise. So it's kind of part of the getting lost out here, It feels really good to just get some things off of my chest, because I realize that it's not just about me. It's not just about my insecurities. It's not just about my doubts or fears. It's about the opposite of those things. It's about my blissful moments, my accepting moments, my appreciative moments, my joyful moments, my happy moments, my excited moments, my ecstatic moments. And of course, with one extreme, you have the other. So you're going to have, those other ones too. But we don't got to stay in those ones too long. Just acknowledge that they're there, accept them, feel them, move them through, get them out. Bring back the good. It feels good. Bring back the good. That's God encouraging you, giving you signs, opening you up to abundance, making you more aware. I feel like, I'm like, it's a cliche message, because I feel like everybody knows this, but sometimes I realize that it can be delivered in a way that somebody can better understand it. And in the effort in doing that, hopefully it'll light someone else up, wherever they are, whatever they're going through, however dark it is, however far away the light feels, or how separated we feel, because we're never really alone. But no matter whatever the experiences that we're having, that we can use some of our light, like it's a flame, and we can put it on someone else's. So their little light that looks like it's going to go out can have a little bit more shine. So they can feel a little bit more cleaned up on the inside. They can feel a little bit more warm on the inside. They can feel a little bit more kind-hearted and love toward themselves. I think it goes back to all those cliche songs, all we need is love, the Beatles, and, everything is love. All the songs about love, they're all true. That's it. It's like, how do we apply this? It's like an untangible thing. Like, we can't put it on a scale and say like, oh, well, you got, 500 loves and that person has 5,000 loves. So they must be more love than you are. It's not tangible, So it's kind of like, love is something that we feel. It makes us feel good when we feel it. So we want others to feel it too, because we know what love can do in our life if you allow it in. But a lot of people, their fires are going out. The world is getting dark and cold, and people are feeling less and less connected. Like, they're feeling more and more attached to the material things, because the void is getting bigger and bigger, and they don't know why they can't feel it. Like, I got all this stuff. Why don't I feel love? So then people do these crazy things for like success and power and popularity and money and status, and you're like, was it worth it? Like, what did you sacrifice what, you sure that was fair? Like, you want to play, that's what you wanted? And then, you think like, oh, they didn't know that there were other options. They thought that's all it was. So, when you share a little bit of light or a little bit of your flame with someone who's in a dark place, then they can see a little bit more clearly what it really is to be here and be alive and be breathing and have arms and legs and fingers and eyes and, a mouth and ears and, like these things that we take for granted all the time that are blessings, and we don't even have to operate it. The body does it for us. I mean, like, we're the body and we're grateful for our God bodies. But you understand what I'm saying? The things that we tend to give our energy to are things that don't even benefit us. We try to make it fit to benefit us. We try to fill something in from somewhere else and make something into something. We be trying to create something from nothing. And I'm not saying that you can't do that, because you can, but generally speaking, you want to start with something and then build with it. Like, lay a foundation, get some groundwork in there, Wow. I feel like I've been trying to find my purpose in this life, trying to find some understanding of where I belong and what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to contribute, because I love giving and I tend to overgive. And I'm learning, like, wait, everything needs boundaries. Like, there's not, you got to balance everything, So then I'm like, oh, well, I'm giving out all my love and I'm depleted. And then now it's like, oh, what? Huh? Don't send that out. Do what with it? Oh, reflect it back to myself. Oh, okay. Wow, that's interesting. How do we do that? I'm trying to be obedient, So, I am so excited that I feel more direction in my life. To take this journey with you guys, because I think we're gonna go places. And I say we because, as I speak, like, I'm individual to an extent, and I'm also part of the collective. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all one. Ultimately, we're all one. No matter how much we don't want to be attached to anybody's situation over there, I don't want nothing to do with that. We're still like, it's sad to see, how could we help? It's not always just like, oh, forget them. It's like, we feel what's happening when somebody's not even with us. We can feel what's going on in the room with somebody way across the room, So being aware of the love that we have inside of our hearts, wearing that love brightly, loudly, unapologetically, like boldly and courageously, and don't let nothing stop that. I think we'll learn to live our best lives. Like, I'll learn how to manifest the reality that I want. Instead of saying what I don't want and focusing on that and then not getting it, I can focus on what I want, and the law of attraction will bring it to me. And then it'll definitely be effortless, because all I had to do is think about it constantly enough to make me want to act on it, because I was passionate about it. And then acting on it made me start wanting to be habitual, because I was excited. It felt good when I thought about it. Dog here on me. So I think that okay, I guess I can't get that. All right. Anyways, if you guys are still here with me, I'm so happy to have you. And I feel like there's something amazing happening right now. And I think we're gonna go out there and catch it. And I think it's gonna feel real good. And I think it's going to evolve us, with a good momentum toward the life that we really want to live. Okay, I think it's the end of my video. I got a call. I don't want to mess up nothing. I don't know about this editing stuff yet. We get in there. Don't worry about it. Show girl, I love you guys so much. And I'm so happy you guys are here with me. And I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Love and light to each and every one of you. And until next time, bye.